What are you doing? And is that toilet paper?
We're waving the white flag. The kids have been home for 5 days in a row. It might be 6. At this point, I can't tell. I'm waving the white
Waving
flag.
the white flag.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah. Me too.
TRL podcast. Hi, everybody.
TRL podcast.
Still looking for sponsors for that elusive third hour. Anybody?
Totally relatable life.
Anybody?
Totally relatable life.
We want to see the comments. Please put it in the comments, all the stuff you love. All right.
What are you eating?
I wanted something sweet. And since we were talking last time about Jolly Ranchers and hard candy, I found some old
Autumn mix. Okay. The Brox, which is my fave.
Isn't
But
it
during
Breaks?
autumn, I mean, no,
Isn't
I
it Breaks?
think it's Brox.
Is it Brock's? The
Brock,
strange thing
like
is
jock.
the strange thing is the chocolate and orange ones are not dried out like the tricolors. I mean, these are still pretty good. The other bag was terrible.
I mean, what's the expiration on that? Did you
Hold on.
read the expiration date? I think I bought it in September. So
Best if used by February 24th, 2021.
no.
Oh, no, sorry. 26. So we still got a month.
Oh, okay. It's not expired
Oh, it
yet.
looks like it says 2020. 26, though. Not even expired yet. It's not bad. What about the other one?
I would have thought that would have been expired. I mean, I bought that a hot minute ago.
I mean, it's
been a
candy.
while.
What's this one? Hang on. What's this one?
The Brox is the best, though.
Yeah, they're
You
the
talk
best.
about, I mean, the Brox is good, and they have not paid for a sponsorship slot.
I have a friend from
really good.
childhood, a little crushy in childhood, Lisa, and she puts up a thing every year about this that says candy corn is not candy. Fight me. So we get some of those people too when we start talking about the candy corn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess shout out to your crush, Lisa. That's great.
Oh, that's
Thanks
you know
for
that's not
bringing
what I
that up.
meant. Like it was 3rd grade, 5th grade,
And you
whatever it
clearly
was.
keep up with her. So let's phone Lisa and get her to weigh in on Brox, please.
I have 700.
Lisa, chime in.
I have 715 friends on Facebook. Okay, I don't even know half of them, probably.
Do
Okay.
you want a badge or a medal to pin your chest on? What is that saying?
What was the movie? Was
or
it
a
Hangover?
medal to pin it on?
Is it Hangover 2 or 3 where Zach Galifianakis is like, I have 1,527 Facebook friends. I know all of them.
Well, we can just turn to Lisa to weigh in on our Brock debate.
That's
So
not what I
great.
meant. A lot of people put up candy corn stuff that say they don't think it's candy. They don't think it's like, because it's not, doesn't even look like corn. I mean, it has the shape, I guess. Anyway. But what I don't even know what day it is. There's so many questions.
Kids home from
So many
school.
kids all day.
Kids home from school.
Oh god, all day Sunday they were as part of Saturday and all day Sunday they were sledding. You would think there's snow on the ground. There's a little bit, there's like that much. Then it freezes over, so it turns into ice. You would think they would just have hours and hours of unsupervised needs, just playing around, riding their bikes, slipping this way, slipping that way. Sleds, no. Every 10 minutes on the walkie-talkie. Or it's like this. Can we eat something? We're hungry. Can we get gum? Can we get gum? Can we get gum? I mean,
S'mores. So-and-so is making s'mores. Can we have a marshmallow? Hot cocoa. Can we have some hot cocoa?
cocoa.
So-and-so wants to eat lunch. Well, is their parent okay with that? Are they making you lunch? No. They're not making me lunch. They're letting us eat lunch over here. So you still need to make me lunch.
Yeah,
but I want to take the lunch out of the house and go over to their house and eat lunch over there. So you still need to pack me lunch. So even though we're out of school, pack me lunches, Ma. Pack me lunches. I mean, it's about every second of the day.
You'd think you live in a neighborhood with all cul-de-sacs. Perfect. Can't go anywhere, really. Okay, still have limits about how far they can go. Walkie-talkies, We happen to know all the kids in the neighborhood. Kids just randomly come up to our door, knock, "Are your kids here?" "Nope," and then they don't even ask where they are. They just run away to the next house to go look for them. Walkie-talkies, bikes, so all the things you could think about, you'd be like, "Hey, we're good. We could get an hour sitting on the couch smelling our own farts and
Well, that's you.
watching football without anybody bothering us." Yes, sorry, smelling my own farts, and then my wife just takes her little leg and sticks it right into my thigh and my hip. There's a permanent dent there now, and then I just start rubbing her toes. We're just
That's
relaxing. We're just sitting
relaxing.
there. Every once in a while, I'll get my thumb right up in the arch of her foot, and she likes it because 'cause she's got, strenuous feet. I don't know what she does. And then 5 seconds in
Bunions, lots of bunions.
5 seconds in, "Dad, can we rob it on the walkie-talkie? Blah, blah, we go get some s'mores at somebody's house." And it's like, "Say that again, slower, and then hit the button when you wanna talk, and wait a second, and then talk." And then you hear this, "Yeah, yeah, Dad, I wanted to da 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 da." Or it's like, you hear the fade in come like, "Dad, we were over this person because 'cause they're not hitting the button right." Or it's, "Hey, Dad, we're gonna, and sickle and over the thing, is it okay?" "What?"
Yeah.
"I
It's not
can't do
right.
it. I can't
It's
do
not
it."
right. It's tough. It's been tough. And, yay, snow day on Monday. Yay, snow
Snow day
day.
on Tuesday
Well,
also.
but that's a remote learning day, which we'll push pause on that. We'll come back to it, and then we just got word.
Guess what tomorrow is? Wednesday. Oh, wait, may I ask a question? May I ask a
Gentleman from
question?
Charlotte, the lady from Charlotte yields to the gentleman from Charlotte. Go ahead.
For a question, thank you. So they had, off on Friday for teacher workday, weekend off, closed Monday preemptively, sure, a lot of weather, we get it, ice, this or that. Closed today for, more ice, whatever.
The neighborhoods. It's the
Are
neighborhoods.
are the schools open tomorrow by chance, Mom?
No,
No, no.
no. And it's another remote learning day, but that's coming up in our segment. That's coming up very soon. But yet it's another remote
Remote,
learning day.
just there's nothing remote about learning with your children. You are in the thick of it. You're face to face with a predator, and it's them or you. One of you is gonna die, and one of you is gonna survive, and
Who's it
that's
gonna
what it
be?
is.
Who's it
It
gonna
it's
be?
it's it is Lord of the Flies.
Amen, brother.
Just to write a paragraph
We'll get to
on
it though.
anything.
That's you're giving away our segment coming up. But let's talk schoolwork craziness. 7-year-old says to me, so the volume hits an all-time high. It does because it's stressful. Kids home. You're trying to do a million
Yeah,
different things, and I sat my 7-year-old down and I apologized to her for raising my voice. And she said, "It's
several
okay,
times.
mom. I'm already getting enough grief from school because my teacher says I write my G's like J's. So I'm already getting enough grief, mom. And now I have to get it at home." And I
There you go.
just kept my
Yeah.
composure
Yep.
and apologized again
Yeah.
for elevating the volume because we are losing our minds.
And she already gets
But
plenty of grief at school
she's
because
already
her
getting a ton
A's
of
and G's
grief.
aren't perfect.
Her A's, she's capping the A in every word because her name starts with the letter A. So she used capital A in every single word. So I remember at parent teacher conference, her teacher sat me down and said, "Miss Vastola, I mean, she really needs to work on her writing." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, what's going on with her writing?" Because I've seen her writing, and I mean, she's 7. She's in 2nd grade. It's not going to look great.
Yeah.
And she said, she's capitalizing her A in every word. And I said, "Okay,
My
well,
god.
have you have you addressed this?
Alert the
Because
presses.
I'd love for you to work on this with her." And her name starts with A. So I can imagine that's why she's capitalizing the letter A. She's used to it.
You don't have to
She's
imagine, it's actually the truth.
she's comfortable with the letter A in big cap, but
Yep.
she is not comfortable with little a with the
Nope.
stick. Not
Nope.
not comfortable, not
Circle
comfortable.
and a stick, doesn't like
Circle
it.
and a stick. Today we hit an all-time because she was circling, 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 drawing the stick, circle, circle,
Coloring it
circle,
in, randomly coloring it in.
and
You
then
don't have to color in
crying,
your letters.
crying. That life was so terrible, and we were the worst people on earth because we wanted
Yeah,
her to learn lowercase
yeah.
a.
So parents, we live in the comments. So can you message us, talk to us, TikTok us? We're on all platforms. Hashtag trying to make money. Um, please give us your take. Like what we have told our youngest daughter less than 7,000 times. Now she's hiding around the corner here. Hey, can I help you with something? Okay. Okay. Go. Go watch your movie. I love you. No. No. No, it's okay. Go watch your movie. Okay. It's
What
5
is she
days.
wanting?
6 days. She wants to play on the iPad instead of watching her movie.
Yeah, we're not doing iPad.
Not doing that. Go. We're gonna snuggle in a few minutes. Please go. Okay. Okay. Watch your show. I'll rip up my sign that I made for you. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay. Okay.
What was the sign?
All right. Love you. Sorry. Just go upstairs. The sign. And so again, in previous podcasts, we've talked about how the little one can't rationalize about a Jolly Rancher not being stuck in her throat anymore, but she can rationalize about ice cream. She just understood what we're doing down here. We're just talking on the computer. Don't come interrupt. So she wrote on a sign that said, "Can I please play on the iPad? Dot dot dot. I promise I'll keep the volume down." She knows that one. She knows
She
that
knows
one.
that one to a
But
T,
I worked with
to
her
a
for
T.
45 minutes today, and I had to remind her 65 times how to make a proper lowercase a. So, like I was saying, parents, what do you guys have to do? How many times, just anything, how many times have you said one thing to your kid in one day, in a week? Maybe you guys are going on vacation. Maybe you guys made the ultimate mistake of telling kids over the age of 3, but like under the age of 12, where you're going on vacation and when.
Never tell them
Yeah.
until
How
right
many
before
times
you
did they
leave.
say that to you? Please just tell us. If Rebecca NY 27 says, "Oh my god, I told my kids one year we were going to Disney," and they said, "When are we going?" And I said, "As soon as school lets out," and school was still a month from closing, and she writes that she was asked 16,427 times, give or take another 16,000, when they were going to Disney World and how they were getting there, I'll believe every second of what she says. All of it.
Never tell your kids. Never.
And now I already
Never.
feel bad. I already feel bad. They're upstairs watching a movie, laying in our bed, giving us a little quiet time. Now she's gonna be up there crying, and I said no because we don't do the iPad during the week. We might sometimes, but they've been home 5 days in a row. They ain't done squat of tough stuff, and they're here
No.
tomorrow. Okay?
I made them
Even the
clean up the
assignments
playroom kind of.
even the assignments they got today, we'll show them to you. They're not great. So this is it here. This is just okay. But now
White
I
flag.
feel bad. White flag. Now I feel bad. By the way, 2 pencils that I made sure were white with Scotch tape, which is actually holding together at this time, and a paper towel roll. Now I feel bad, like I should go up there and be like, "Hey, you can play on the iPad." Kids are the
Don't give
worst.
in. Never
I mean, that's
surrender.
just
Never surrender.
I don't know.
Mm-mm. Well, I
Anyway.
wanted to share a little bit since we're on kids in school of the 9-year-old. So the 9-year-old,
Oh, yeah.
4th grader,
The big one.
the little one came home from school telling me that the big one was sharing family information with friends, finances,
Yeah, yeah.
things like that.
All the great stuff.
So I said, okay, I'll have a talk with her when she gets home from cheerleading because she's in cheerleading at her school. So we pick the big one up, bring her home. I sit her on the couch and I said, hey, the best question ever to lead with as a parent. Is there something you want to share with me?
Oh, boy. It's classic. It's a
I go
classic
silent.
question.
Just shut up. Just stop talking and shut up and wait to see what cometh. What cometh from their moutheth. What do they end up spilling? So I got to hear about how she wasn't really kind to a friend at school because the friend at school wanted her to play some sort of game thing on her computer, and
Yeah.
she didn't want to play the game thing. She was doing something else. And then she ended up snapping and yelling at the friend
Uh-huh.
and then felt bad and apologized later. And I said, okay, well, we just need to work on breathing and our breathing exercises and how we talk to people. Anyway, then she brought up, was it the vocab test? And that I used my notes and I cheated. And I was like,
Huh? ¿Cómo?
What? Como?"
¿Cómo
Because
es?
no, it wasn't about that, but what are you
Yeah.
spelling to me?
Unpack this for us, please, 9-year-old.
Unpack this. So then she proceeds to tell me that she had a packet
She kept her
on
packet on her desk.
her desk before she took the vocab test and then referenced the vocab words during the test and used the packet during the test because she was afraid we were going to kick her off the cheer team, that she wasn't going to score a high enough grade to stay on the cheer team and that we were going to kick her off. So she cheated.
Yeah, never said that.
Never said that.
So, in the
But grades
discussion
need to be A's and B's. I
yeah,
mean, she was getting, I mean, we were getting some bad grades
in
in
the
there
in the discussion
before.
about that in the discussion about that, we've never said get straight A's. So this is what kids do to you, and please let us know if we're incorrect. Kids will remember what they want to remember to then minimize whatever lie, damage, distrustfulness they have thrust upon them. So lying, cheating is not something that we go for, okay? So she was like, "But you guys, I did it because you guys say I have to have straight A's and I have to have straight A's all the time or I can't cheer." And we never said that whatsoever. She hasn't been getting great grades in vocabulary, but they're moving through it quick. It is what it is, okay? I'm not looking for Einstein here, and any parent who is going to be very disappointed unless you have one of those gifted kids that just comes out like that. But the point was, hey, you have to try your best. We have to see you trying. We have to see you bring home your vocab cards. We want you to get A's and B's. If you get an 81 or if you get a 91, those are obviously one's better than the other, but they're still good grades. But you got to get A's and B's. You got to try your best. There's going to be subjects you like and subjects you don't, but you still got to try. And the minimum try, you probably could make a B. You'll be okay. No, you guys said straight A. So again, turning it on us. So I wasn't into that. So we we talked to a few professional friends that we have, and then the guidance counselor lady, but kids just turn it around on you. Like all we've ever said was, if you want to do these activities, you have to earn them.
There's consequences. And so, as a consequence, we're sitting her out for a cheer game. So, parents weigh in. How would you handle it? We're struggling because she is very sad about it and feels very badly about it. And I had her write a letter to the teacher that she has not been able to deliver because of Snowmageddon. But
Snowmageddon,
when
that never happened.
when she goes back to school, she'll be able to deliver a letter to her English teacher owning the issue and owning the fact that she did look at her packet and used it to take the test. And the teacher can do, if the teacher decides to fail her, fine. If the teacher lets her take it again, fine. Whatever the teacher decides is going to be the teacher's decision, but I want her to own up to it and be truthful with the teacher. So that's one. Two, I had her write a one pager on the word honesty and what that means to our family, because that's part of our family values. So, what it means to be honest and tell the truth and not just hide something
Yeah,
and not lie and not cheat. We don't do that. So, I had her define it and write down about the value, what it means to our family. And then, third, we're going to sit her for one of her games so that she cannot cheer. And she's devastated about it because she's a base and holds up the
the
little
the little
cheer
girls.
people who do the stunt
Yeah,
thingies. I don't know anything about that world, but she's
and
very, very
like,
sad, but, we think it's the right thing to do.
and here's the thing: we had to sit her, and this is again so frustrating when you're a parent because we had to sit her out last year out of a chorus thing because she was rude to a girl that was in her class, like really rude. So, that at the time was devastating. She was in her room for a week. She had to write a bunch of stuff down about being kind to people, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, I was punished when I was a kid and I got spanked enough. It wasn't anything gratuitous, but, like, I got it when I deserved it, but it wasn't a lot. But I got punished. I got punished for, like, a whole summer one time. I forgot what I did. Had to stay inside all the time, the whole summer. My dad still caught me watching TV, which was ridiculous. Like, in that time, thinking back to myself, I don't think it was the worst thing ever. But, like, if I grounded my kid for a whole summer, I'd be like, "Oh my god, that would just ruin their whole life at this point." But I didn't think about it back then. I was a little bit older, but what do you do? Like, some people were surprised that we held her out of the concert last year. They were like, "Oh."
They were really surprised.
Yeah,
Like, "You're gonna do
one
that?"
of the teachers said one of the teachers was like, "Really? Good for you guys. Nice." Meaning the teacher said that, meaning she deals with parents who don't discipline their kids all the time, and we see that everywhere, absolutely everywhere. But other people were like, "I mean, you coulda just done this or that or whatever," but, like, clearly it didn't work. I know kids don't have a great memory, but she forgot about not doing the concert last year, and now she's gonna miss a cheer game this year. You know, where's the point where they start to remember? Maybe people with kids who are a little bit older, like 17, 18, who at this point you're just hoping you don't wanna murder them, I'm sure, or just punch them in the face because 'cause they're so mean. But when they were 9, 10, did this happen? And then, you know, when did they get it? Because like, the
Yeah.
way I was raised, especially the way Sandy was raised, we are going easy on them, very easy, and we're just getting, "Huh? Huh?"
Yeah, it's hard to make sure they're getting the lesson when I
Yeah,
feel like we are repeating. I mean, this is the first time we've had this type of incident. I feel like she's maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like she's very young to know cheating and know what this means, and maybe
maybe.
she doesn't know so much the word, but the act of, "Hey, I have the materials right here. I'm gonna open this up. The answers are right here. I'm gonna use," and she still got an 84. I mean,
Yeah, she
she
didn't even get
didn't.
100.
So when she told me her grade before, I might have been suspect if it was like 100,
I got
but
112, mom.
she told me the day of the test I got an 84, and I even looked at her and was like, "We practiced. We did the quiz. We do note
The kid
cards."
who we continue to tell to bring home her vocab cards so we can just do them every night. Just to go over them. That's how you do vocabulary. That's how you expand it. She continues to forget. So, like, we don't wanna be meaner. Like,
So
we don't
and I
wanna be
write
like that.
reminders. I give her a note card then with a reminder, "Bring
I
home
mean,
your note cards," and we practice, and we
just
do the practice quiz, and we do sentences, and we do all the application,
in one ear, out the other.
and then you cheat and you still get an 84.
So,
So, yeah, would love parents' feedback. Are we too harsh? Are we not harsh enough? Are we on age with what's going on? Is she young to be going through something like this? Is she, what are
yeah,
your
but the
thoughts?
the point like, the point is when do they remember? When do they in their brain go, "Oh, man, I got in trouble for something like this last year," or "I got in trouble, for saying something mean, when I was in 5th grade," or whatever, and then they're in 7th grade and they actually don't do it. Like, I get it, there's stuff they say, maybe they're spouting a curse word here and there, they're like, "Oop, we're not getting caught, haha." But, like, the core things of, like, being a good person, not being rude, not discriminating against people for any whatever reason, not cheating or lying, those are big ones that need, like, a foundation and a base all the time,
Yeah.
and you would think they would pick up on that quickly, "Don't murder or steal," "Great, that's good," the cops will get you. And right under that is, like, lying and cheating, like, come on.
Well, and I asked her counselor that same question. I said, "Hey, we actually have family values. I hung them up on their closet doors. We read them. We're trying to hold them accountable. What are we doing wrong? Because we're very
Yeah, they're not
clear
getting it.
that lying is not acceptable, cheating is not acceptable. Honesty is our policy, and it's not registering. And then we take away the things they love, and you think it registers and makes a difference, and then
Like, you take away
they're
something,
human.
like
They're gonna make
yeah,
another mistake.
you take away something crazy, like, no TV movies for a week or whatever, and they freak out like it's the end of the world. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Nobody spanked you. Nobody sent you to your room for a week. You have 1 weekend where you can't go outside. Calm down." I mean, it's the extra dramatic effect of the punishments versus what I was punished as when I was a kid.
well,
Come on.
it's a different generation, and there's
That's
so
crazy.
many studies about the psychological impacts of the trauma. Our actions and our words make on a kid, you know, and I think that weighs on me as a parent because I'm well aware when I'm escalating, when I'm yelling,
Yes,
when
you I mean,
when
you're
I'm to the
not
breaking point.
sometimes you're
Are
not aware.
you? Are
Sometimes you're not
you?
aware when you escalate.
Are you?
I try to be. I try to be very much.
I think we
We're
both have room to improve.
yeah. Oh, we have room to improve for sure. Well, we're supposed to backdoor in and, tell the other person to go do something. Sometimes that other person just wants to be in it, and the kids
Yeah.
are looking for the smoke, and that person's giving them the smoke.
Yep. Yep. It's true
True
story.
story.
We have code words, we have all the things.
We
We have
do,
tap in, tap out.
yep, and
I mean,
sometimes it just doesn't work.
sometimes it doesn't
Sometimes
work.
sometimes mom just wants to scream at the top of her lungs from the bottom of the staircase about brushing
Sometimes.
your teeth.
I want them to, at some point,
Get
get
it.
it, and maybe they never will.
At some point, just get it.
Get it. Just get it. Just get that your underwear, your dirty underwear goes in the dirty bin. Just get it. Just get the fact that you're gonna brush your teeth 2 times a day. It's gonna happen.
And, like, go upstairs. And we started having to do this months ago, 6 months ago, 5 months ago. We started to have, like, "Hey, go upstairs, separate. One, go to your room and change. The other one, go brush your teeth, then switch out." They still wind up rolling around in each other's rooms, screaming, jumping off the bed, one half naked, the other one not brushed teeth and not changed into pajamas.
A lot of that I think is just kids, you know, kids being kids,
But
but
we're not saying don't do that stuff. We're just saying get ready for bed first,
I'm
and
struggling
they
with
still can't do it.
I'm struggling with the lessons. I'm struggling with the continuing to commit similar acts,
Yeah,
and
yes.
we're continuing to
Say the
enforce
same stuff.
values, say the
Yeah,
same stuff,
all the same stuff.
punishments, and when are we gonna be making positive traction?
Yeah. So, any comments, any, advice? Free, we're not gonna pay for it, obviously, but we will read your name online, and Rebecca227 Wings had the similar problem, and God bless you, Rebecca, we will pray for you. So, moving
Prayers
on,
up.
let's talk about schoolwork. So,
Well, we
if
got
you
beef.
yeah, we got beef.
We
We
got
got beef
beef.
with schoolwork, okay? We got beef
It's our new
again.
segment, so I'm gonna define the segment, on every, episode as we move forward. Oh, you have a chomps
Well,
today.
if we
So,
have beef, it might not be every episode.
well, yeah, if we have beef.
If we have
So
beef.
today we have beef, and this is a new segment, TRLpodcast.com, TRLpodcast.com,
Yeah, please. We're gonna have
totally
Venmo
relatable
soon.
life. Sal will eat beef, some sort of beef. He will pick a product at every time we have the segment. Today is chomps beef.
Chomps, grass-fed and finished beef, 0 sugar, low-calorie snack. My buddy at work, who is my secret Santa, got me these.
Nice. Okay, so he's going to eat it during the segment, and then at the end, he's going to review it and let us know how it is. Meanwhile, I'm going to help share the beef that we have and put it out there into the stratosphere, and you all can comment, give us feedback. But today's beef,
And go.
yeah, it's the packets getting sent home for virtual or what is it? Remote learning? Remote
Remote learning.
learning. We got beef, remote learning. What's
Beef.
up with that? And here's the reason why. One, we are not teachers.
And it's not real work.
It's not real work. 2, we send them to school so that the people who are qualified can deal with these children because these children do not take instruction from the mother and father. They do not. Okay. Yeah, grade 2. So you have to pick an area, pick one of the subject areas, like one assignment, and do all of the different things on the worksheet.
Yeah, one row, you pick one each, so it's like reading comprehension, reading a word
Yes.
story, reading and writing. Then there's science, there's either social studies or regular
Yes.
science, and then at the bottom is math. So you pick one of the boxes. Yep, you pick one
Yes.
of the boxes in each line and you do it, right? So if anybody excuse me, busy work. Sorry. Sorry. Just this highly complex stuff that they have to do that doesn't at all seem like busy work. So they're supposed to write it on a piece of paper. So you write down your words or you write down your story, you write down the math problem, you write down the math problem, you do it all. Right. And
Yes.
then the kicker. Here's the kicker. Let's learn and let's get grades and this and that. As long as you finish that and you show them you did something which looks like about 2/3 of a page of jargon, blah, blah, nothing, they won't mark your kid absent from school.
Correct.
Yeah.
You
No
have to turn it
grades.
in.
No, like, 100% participation that goes to a participation score at the end of the quarter, nothing. They just won't mark your kid absent to let them know they did something while they were home, and
Yes.
this all this amazing work, unsupervised, took about 17 minutes for our daughter when they're usually in school 8.5 hours during the day.
No, that's not true because it was half the day. It was half this was half the day because the 2nd grader was throwing fit after fit after fit. We had several timeouts going to the room. We had lots of
We were done
tears,
in 15 minutes when I came
lots
downstairs.
well, honey, you slept until it was your day off. It was your day
Yeah,
off.
so
You
if you
slept until
started
10:30.
yeah, but if you
So
started them at 8, that's only 2.5 hours.
we started at 7:30 this morning because they were up raring
Well,
to
that's
go, and they
terrible.
they were so excited with so much energy to start this. And then it was, one of the assignments, choose one new word you learned in your reading today, use
Yeah,
it in a new sentence. So we spent a lot of time on incandescent. Great word, incandescent. But of
incandescent.
course, if the parent isn't involved, this isn't getting done. So you gotta stop
Nope.
everything that you're doing,
Yep.
and you have to direct the schoolwork. You have to be involved doing every single little thing, and that is probably my biggest objection, Salvatore, is the
Biggest
kids
beef.
didn't
Your
the
biggest
kids
beef.
biggest beef. The kids didn't ask for the snow day. They love it. They want the snow day, but to call it remote learning and then to count them present if they turn this in versus absent if they don't, that is ridiculous. It was
Asinine.
it was a lot of stress in our
There's a
home.
vocabulary word for you. Asinine.
Asinine's a good one. It was a lot of stress in our home. It was another assignment is write a song, rap, or poem. So you can imagine how long that took for us to even have the conversation about academic language words. And then we said, where are the academic language words? And they weren't here on this. So the teachers then are
Yeah.
working on these
The
snow
teachers
days,
messaged the vocab
having
words
they had to send out the vocab words for all of these assignments, the social studies
that
words.
weren't on the lit on the page. Wouldn't it be
No.
much easier? Wouldn't it be much easier just the vocab words were on here? So my daughter and myself, when I came downstairs, finished this real quick. We made a story. You ready? This is a good one. The thing said to create a superhero and a villain based on previously learned vocabulary words. Be sure to give them special powers based on their functions and create an interesting backstory using social studies vocabulary. So I
So
read that
villain and a
a superhero.
superhero.
So I read that and I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm sure she put the words in here. She knows what her vocabulary words are. So the story is there was a man who was super strong. He had an enemy. His name was Sir Light. He got his power by falling into an electric liquid. The super strong man was called Muscle Man. He got his powers from drinking a chemical super shake. They had a battle to save Earth. Muscle Man won when he crushed Sir Light's power glove. End of
Oh,
story. Mostly
Muscle
from
Man
her.
won.
Did the math problem, 17 chairs minus 8 is 9 chairs. Boom, done. The reading thing was about a picnic and someone having a blanket for their picnic and eating and watching a sunset. All done very easily, very quickly. Okay.
No, 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 no,
Hang
not
on.
easily, very quickly.
Oh,
She had
yeah.
no idea
Yeah, no
on
idea what
on
to
the
do.
picnic
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
I had to sit down with her and really go through the
Yeah.
directions and
Sorry,
the
I
reading
misspoke.
because she didn't understand it.
So the best part is we're reading through this. I'm like, hey, you're all done. And I said, hey, so which ones, at the end, I said, which ones are the social studies vocab words? And the little one goes, oh, I don't know.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Huh? So, what are there? It says use some social studies vocab words. What are they? Oh, I don't know. They didn't give them to us yet. So about an hour later, we get a text or a message from the school. Oh, here's the second grade
Yes.
social studies vocab words that were supposed to be included in the assignments you guys should have been doing.
I think it was this afternoon. I'm trying to see. I wanna be accurate.
Timing.
And
It's great
it's not
timing.
as listen, these teachers I come from a family of teachers, I do wanna
Yeah.
say. My mother's a retired teacher, my sister is a teacher, I have mad respect for teachers. I know their job is super hard. I
Yeah.
wanted to be a teacher when I was a kid, and then as I grew up, I realized I didn't have the patience for it or the acumen probably, but more about the patients, and that's why it's a pleasure to send them to other people who do have the patience to instruct them because that job is
Yeah.
so hard. I
Ridiculous.
get it. I get it. But we are not built out to do this on remote learning days. Remote learning days. Why are we punishing the parents when we're already working hard, other things are going on, so much on
And
the plate.
and this isn't the first time they've had remote days. They had remote I grew up in New Jersey, and we had 2 snow days the entire time I lived there for actual snow, this or that, and they treated the roads, they were good with that. I think our kids have had will have just 2 this week living in Charlotte, North Carolina. It makes no sense. And,
Yeah, here's the no here's
we're not trying to vilify anybody, but then they're not even prepared. Like, the vocab words come out late after we're done with our story. What if you have type A parents and they say, "Hey, let's just do this on Friday just in case you guys are out Monday and Tuesday. Let's do it on Friday. We'll get it done now." And then the kid's like, "Oh, I don't have the vocab words." Maybe they didn't realize it either. And then you just did all that work for nothing.
yeah, so
But as
we
long as
did
they
get
get marked present, they don't get
well,
marked
that's what I'm
absent.
saying. We got a note from the teacher, from one of the teachers saying they need to do this packet, page 2, and they need to return it so that students can be counted present for the day. But students are not present. They're here in my house driving us nuts,
Yeah, yeah,
driving us crazy.
yeah.
So we're going to take an absent day, I think, tomorrow, because I'm not going to put the kids through what they went through today. I'm not going to put them through the tears and the snot and the crying and having to go to the room. It's not worth it. It's not worth the stress in the house. It's not.
Like, I don't understand when we had kids who broke their leg in school, or we had a kid who had, cancer or something, he was out, like, you would just deliver him the weekly packets. Somebody who rode his bus or lived in his neighborhood, like, delivered him the weekly packets. He would do them in a week and then bring them back, and then you give him the next weekly packet. Or if you missed a Friday, you just did the work you normally did. Or if you had a snow day, right? If you had a snow day, there wasn't even any work. You just, like, doubled your work the next day you went back,
Right.
right?
There's going to be a makeup lesson. There's going to
Yeah.
be makeup
You
instruction.
just combine 2 lessons into 1. Like, I
Yes,
mean,
because they missed the instruction, but we can't be the ones delivering that.
yeah.
I stood
I'm
up
good at a
here
lot of things, not being a teacher.
reading social studies vocab for 45 minutes with my oldest one because I knew she was working on solids, liquids, and gases, because of discussions we had. What is the dog doing? Oh, okay, he's getting his rope.
Oh, there
He's
we go.
driving me nuts because he keeps hitting me trying to play.
Walter,
So if you see me
TRL
shaking like
podcast
this, I'm
TRL
holding
podcast mascot.
mascot. I'm holding his rope so he can play. Okay, see, you're gonna see me shake. Do you see? Do you see me shake?
Oh, he's gonna do tug of
Yeah,
war.
he's pulling it. But the point being, what was I even saying?
Vocab words. You're reading the
Oh, vocab
vocab
words.
words.
Yeah. So I don't. I knew. Again, like I said, solid, liquid, gas. We were working on that. I didn't. That was science. I didn't know what the current lesson was,
Yeah,
and I keep up with the newsletters and I read everything too. But man, I mean, cut us some
yeah.
slack.
We got
Dealing
beef
with
with
kids
them.
at home.
You know what
We
I would
got
like to
beef.
do? You
We
know
got
what I would do?
beef.
I'd like to put a solid right in front of the CMS headquarters and then maybe some gas right at the end of it. That's what I would like to do.
Salvatore. All right.
It's
On that note,
ridiculous.
how was your beef? How was your
Okay.
beef?
Beef, CMS, you're just ridiculous. Open the schools. I get it. Some people, they're a little bit iced in. You should have contingency plans for all of this, and you
I get
don't.
why they're closed. Listen, I
It
get
happens
it that
every year.
there are
They were
remote
it was
neighborhoods that
closed
still
last
have
year.
ice on the roads.
It was
That
closed
still have
last year
ice on the
for it
roads.
was closed last year for wind and rain for the hurricane. For wind and rain, nothing ever happened. Nothing
Well, there was a
happened.
lot of debris that hang on, there was a lot of it was high winds, there was a lot of debris that fell. I'm gonna defend the fact that it is a major liability if they open and buses go into these remote neighborhoods and the bus slips and
Charlotte is
goes
a
head first into a
metropolitan
tree.
place.
Honey, but these trucks cannot get to every inch because it is such a large city. The dog is killing me right now.
Great. They should
Because
have
it's
contingency
such a
plans
large
for
city,
that.
these trucks cannot get to all of the neighborhoods yet.
They
Oh,
should
oh,
have
it's pulling
because
me.
he's pulling you, the dog's pulling, tug of war. And here's the thing, someone wrote online, "Well, the school campuses have to be shoveled out. People have to make sure they're good." Yeah, have a contingency plan for that. You just can't close school for 3 or 4 days because
There's
there's an ice
300
patch. There's
schools.
300 schools. It's ridiculous.
It's not gonna happen in 1 or 2 days. There's too many
What are you
schools. It's a
talking about?
large
It's
district.
science. It was 41 degrees today. 80% of the ice is gone.
Honey,
It's
but there's a
gone.
lot of shaded areas, and again, there's a
Okay.
lot of dangerous
Anyway,
neighborhoods. I understand the closing. What I don't like is the remote learning, and you have to turn in a packet to be deemed present.
yeah, that's
I don't
ridiculous
like
as well.
that. That's my beef.
My chopped
Okay?
beef stick, that was your
How
beef.
was your chomp? How was your
The
chomp
chopped
beef
beef
stick?
stick was good. I've had them before. That was just regular plain beef, I think. It was, yes, Chomplings, sea salt beef is all it was. So just the regular beef. I know they make like a jalapeno. I don't know if they make other ones because they're trying to do like little like zero chemicals. And so they don't add like, teriyaki is not real teriyaki, it's like chemical teriyaki. So all the ingredients say back here is made with, hang on,
Did it leave a film in your mouth?
oh, no film in my mouth, no.
Okay.
Made with
You don't
leg,
have your glasses. I can
yeah,
see
made
you're
with
looking for
leg,
your glasses.
thigh, some gelatin,
These are 46-year-old eyes,
possibly
ladies and
tree
gentlemen.
nuts,
He
soy and
can't
sesame oil. So, I mean, nothing
pull
too bad.
babe, pull it back, get some distance there, get some
Why?
distance on the item, because then you can read it better further away.
But it's also very small. Oh, here, watch.
Well, I see chomps. Oh, it's not in focus. Pull back. I
See?
mean, my vision's not great.
Well, it was good.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Chomps doesn't have gross bad stuff. Chomps, hey, send us a box and we will talk about you for longer in the 4th hour of the show.
And
Okay,
that's We Got Beef.
TRL podcast, TRLpodcast.com. I think
Totally relatable life.
Sandy's gonna put an update picture on what the playroom looks like. There is a new metamorphosis happening with tents and canopies and stuff like that,
There always is.
and pictures of chopping down the Christmas tree, all the fun stuff will be on TRLpodcast.com. We live in the
Until next
comments.
time.
Until next time, thank you.
Bye.